Sergeant Slaughter is a renowned character in professional wrestling, best known for his tenure in World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, formerly WWF, where he performed under the ring name Sergeant Slaughter. His real name is Robert Remus, and he debuted in the wrestling world in the early 1970s. Sergeant Slaughter, Robert Remus, was born on August 27, 1948 and grew up in Detroit, Michigan. He later moved to Minneapolis, Minnesota, where he became involved in the wrestling scene, a city known for its rich wrestling history, and for producing several other professional wrestling stars. He attended Eden Prairie High School in nearby Eden Prairie, where he wrestled and played football. Eden Prairie High School is a four-year public high school in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, that was established in 1923. Most accounts of his life was focused on his professional wrestling career and his role in pop culture, particularly with G.I. Joe. It is known that after high school, he served in the U.S. Marine Corps, which shaped his wrestling persona and character. But most people believe that it was a gimmick. Sergeant Slaughter did not serve in the U.S. Marine during the Vietnam War. He received several draft deferments and even opposed the war. However, he grew up in a family with a strong military background, which would later influence his wrestling character. Sergeant Slaughter stated that his uncle Andy Hervin, who was in the Korean War, stepped on a landmine and lost his leg and one of his eyes and some of his personal property. And he still fathered 5 children and was a teacher and a coach and had a prosthetic limb, though he already passed away. Son of Mr. and Mrs. Remus, was born Robert Rudolph Remus, has not only made a name for himself in the world of professional wrestling, but has also built a family outside of the ring, with 2 marriages in his life. Sergeant Slaughter's family extends beyond the confines of his wrestling career, from his first marriage to Diane Kopp and second wife named to Karen Hennessy. He has 2 children from his first marriage with Diane Kopp. One of his children's name is Kelly Slaughter. Slaughter has kept certain aspects of his personal life, including details about his family background, relatively private. Much of the public focus on Sergeant Slaughter has been on his professional wrestling career. He is famous for his military drill sergeant persona, complete with a campaign hat, dark sunglasses, and a strong jawline, often barking out orders and demanding respect from both his opponents and the audience. Sergeant Slaughter, whose real name is Robert Rudolph Remus, started honing his wrestling skills under the gimmick of serving in the U.S. Marine Corps. And following his military service, Remus began training and pursuing a career in professional wrestling during the early 1970s. His unique persona, inspired by his military background, quickly gained attention in the wrestling world, leading to his successful career as Sergeant Slaughter in various wrestling promotions, including the WWE, then WWF. Sergeant Slaughter was known for his signature move, the Cobra Clutch. The Cobra Clutch, a devastating submission hold, became synonymous with Sergeant Slaughter's wrestling style and helped him secure many victories. Sergeant Slaughter's larger-than-life persona led to intense rivalries with legendary wrestlers such as Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, and the Iron Sheik. Sergeant Slaughter, whose real name is Robert Remus, transitioned from his wrestling career to appear in a few movies and television shows, often playing characters akin to his wrestling persona. Some of the movies that Sergeant Slaughter appeared in include G.I. Joe, the movie, 1987. In this animated film based on the popular G.I. Joe toy line and cartoon series, Sergeant Slaughter provided the voice for his own action figure character, G.I. Joe, Arise, Serpentor, Arise, 1986. This animated television movie featured Sergeant Slaughter reprising his role as the voice of his G.I. Joe character. The Ringer, 2005. Sergeant Slaughter made a cameo appearance in this comedy film starring Johnny Knoxville. The Muppets, 2011. He appeared as himself in a cameo role in this beloved Muppets movie. Urban Justice, 2007. Sergeant Slaughter had a role in this Steven Seagal action film. These are some of the movies where Sergeant Slaughter has made appearances, showcasing his ability to transition from the wrestling ring to the big screen. His roles often reflect his tough and authoritative persona, resonating with his wrestling character. Sergeant Slaughter is a character that appeared in various wrestling video games over the years. He has been featured in several wrestling video game series, such as WWE, formerly known as WWF, games by THQ and 2K Sports. One notable appearance was in the popular game, WWF No Mercy, for the Nintendo 64. Sergeant Slaughter's character is known for his military persona and signature moves. If you are a fan of wrestling games, you might enjoy playing titles featuring Sergeant Slaughter. Sergeant Slaughter has had a successful wrestling career and has won several championships during his time in the ring. Some of the championships he has won include WWF Championship. Sergeant Slaughter won the WWF Championship by defeating the Ultimate Warrior at the Royal Rumble in 1991. WWF Tag Team Championship. He also held the WWF Tag Team Championship with Don Kernodle as part of the tag team, known as the Foreign Legion. NUA United States Heavyweight Championship. Before his tenure in the WWF, Sergeant Slaughter won the NUA United States Heavyweight Championship during his wrestling career. AWA Americas Championship. Cauliflower Alley Club. NUA Georgia Tag Team Championship. WWE Hall of Fame. Sergeant Slaughter was inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame in 2004 as an individual, and in the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame, PWHF, in 2016 as part of the Modern Era wing. Sergeant Slaughter's success in winning these championships solidified his position as a prominent figure in professional wrestling during the 1980s and early 1990s. Accolades for his character. Throughout his wrestling career, Sergeant Slaughter received acclaim for his portrayal of a tough military drill sergeant character, a persona that resonated with audiences and helped him stand out in the wrestling world. While traditional entertainment awards might not be associated with Sergeant Slaughter, his achievements and recognition within the wrestling industry have solidified his place in wrestling history and the hearts of fans around the world. Sergeant Slaughter's net worth is estimated to be around $500,000. Like many public figures, wrestlers, and celebrities, net worth estimations can vary based on multiple factors, including career earnings, investments, and other financial ventures. Private details about his personal assets, such as cars he may own, are not typically a focal point of his public image, are widely documented in the media. Details about Sergeant Slaughter's current residence or specific residences are not extensively publicized. Sergeant Slaughter values his privacy, and information about his personal residences is not widely available in the public domain. Sergeant Slaughter, known in real life as Robert Rudolph Remus, has made several contributions to society throughout his career. Entertainment. Through his wrestling career, Sergeant Slaughter has entertained millions of fans around the world. His charismatic persona and in-ring performances have brought joy and excitement to wrestling enthusiasts for decades. Role model. Sergeant Slaughter has served as a role model for many fans, especially those who appreciate his work ethic, discipline, and dedication. His character as a tough military drill sergeant has inspired many to persevere and work hard to achieve their goals. Influence on pop culture. Sergeant Slaughter's crossover into popular culture, particularly through his role in the G.I. Joe franchise, has left a lasting impact on the entertainment world. His involvement in various media outlets has introduced new audiences to the world of wrestling and storytelling. Charity work. While specific details may not be widely publicized, many wrestlers, including Sergeant Slaughter, participate in charitable activities to give back to their communities. Their involvement in fundraisers, awareness campaigns, and events can make a positive difference in society. Veteran support. Given his military background, Sergeant Slaughter has likely been involved in initiatives supporting veterans and military personnel. His gimmick as U.S. Marine Corps could have influenced his support for veteran causes. While Sergeant Slaughter is best known for his wrestling career and entertainment work, his influence extends beyond the ring. Through his performances, character portrayals, and potential charitable endeavors, he has made notable contributions to society and continues to be a respected figure in the world of professional wrestling.